Hey, it's Dr. Charshan here. I wanted to tell you about a couple of new capsule stretches for the shoulder that we've just recently developed. As some of our patients know, I developed a capsule issue in my shoulder. So I've not only understood what they go through, but I have it as well. So I've been working on it for the past 3.5 months, and as a result, I've learned a few things and also developed a few new moves that most people aren't learning because, quite honestly, nobody's teaching it. So let's go ahead and do that. The first capsule stretch I'm going to show you is for posterior capsule. Now the capsule is deep inside here. It'll restrict motion. If it's restricting motion, it'll actually screw up the ribs. So if I move this back too far or too fast, I'm going to get a really intense pain at the rib heads in the back of my shoulder blade. So we want to stretch this out and we want to get normal motion in there. So the typical stretches that are usually used are the one where you go like this. That's for the anterior capsule. And the one that you go like this, that's for the posterior capsule. But there's a number of other ranges of motion that can benefit if you do them a little bit differently. One is you can go ahead and stretch the anterior capsule a little bit better if you take the arm like this and now start moving it up and lean into it, moving it up and lean into it. Also, it's very beneficial if you rotate away as you're stretching it. I can get to the posterior capsule by not only stretching it like this, but I can also actually put my hand on a doorway and I can actually move the arm up and lean forward into it. I can also move it to the side as I move my body in. That'll get to posterior capsule. Now be careful not to push on these very hard. It can take a minute to a minute and a half for the capsule to start opening up. Once you get to that point, you'll feel that ache that tells you, hey, I'm there. And now you want to lean into it. Lean into the ache for about 2 or 3 minutes. Do what you can tolerate. Don't go too fast because you're going to screw up rib heads if you do that. So you want to go nice and slow. The capsule will start opening up. You do it daily, 2 or 3 times a day with repetition, you'll notice a marked improvement. Now originally when I started, I couldn't get all the way up in here, but I can still feel a restriction. So with repetition, you'll make the shoulder joint much healthier than it currently is if you're suffering from one of these conditions.